Believe it or not, it's time for the stream. Grab some snacks and your coffee. Sometimes I game or I make art. What will it be? Believe it or not, we are live. Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello. Look, I got Percy here, the star of the show. He will not leave my lap, so he's here. Yeah, buddy, you want to say hi to the camera? You want to say hi to the camera? No? No, he doesn't. Okay, that's fine. What is up? How are you guys? How has life been? Gotta fix my sound. I forgot I had to reboot my computer this morning. Yeah, how goes it? How is everyone's Friday? How's everyone's Saturdays? Anything exciting happening? I know, Percy's here. A Percy Saturday stream. I know. Yeah, I know. They love you. They love you. Look at the camera. Look at this guy. Oh. I get what my friend calls cuteness aggression. You know when you have such a cute little guy and then you just want to like and like squeeze the life out of him. It's cuteness aggression. I just love him so much. You already went to the last VOD to check if Alyssa said she wasn't streaming this Saturday. I was just checking the Discord. I am streaming. My sleep schedule is just garbage lately. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I'm here. I'm here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The Saturday streams are a bit nebulous because of that, aren't they? Serial killer step 1. No, I would never. I would kill human beings to protect the animals. The aminals. My teammate went really well. Oh yeah, Rick, that's right, because you were doing that on Thursday, right? Between the heat and that, I've been exhausted. Yeah. I'm wondering if that's kind of what's happening with Alex and I, where, okay, I'm sure other people have gone through this. Since the gauntlet of people coming over for like about a month straight on and off, parents and friends coming in from out of town and us having to fix up the house for it and whatnot, we have been so exhausted. And we feel like we haven't been able to catch up on sleep, even though realistically, like I say, my sleep schedule has been trash. It hasn't really. It's been pretty consistent. We go to bed between like 11 and midnight. I wake up around 8. Like I get a full 8 hours of sleep pretty much most days. Outside of like occasionally I'll have like an appointment to go to. Like this week, Percy had a vet appointment early. So like, okay, I missed like 1 hour of sleep for that, whatever. But I feel like I need to take naps like every single day, or we both just feel so exhausted by the end of like a work day, like come like 4 in the afternoon, we're just drained to do anything else. And we've been wondering like, okay, so maybe it's not sleep debt, but are we just like exhausted? Are we like not able to catch up with, I don't know, like nutrients, energy that we need? I have no idea. But we've both been feeling it. It's been hitting us pretty hard. So that's why, like, this morning, I was like, I feel like I need to sleep in. I'm going to sleep in so that way I don't have to take a nap. And then I slept in until fucking 10. It's 11 right now, just so you know. So I woke up, I took care of Percy, had breakfast, and then I'm here. I'm here. Hello. But yeah, I don't know. Does anyone else suffer or deal with exhaustion like that? It's very weird. Oh, I know. YouTube bubs? I know. Went into town first thing this morning to get my hands on some farmer's market produce. Jack, that's such a good day. To make tomato sauce for spaghetti tonight. And some fresh cherries in the Niagara region. General bakery goods for the Saturday treat. Jack, you sound like you're living the fucking dream. And I'm so happy for you. That's amazing. You know, we haven't been to a farmer's market up here. And that's something I'm excited about. Because Florida's farmer's markets are like, because, like, they're not as seasonal. Like, here, it's the proper, like, oh, you know, they open in May and they go until November. And they're probably bustling with all the cute little trinkets and produce. Does sound nice. Maybe you need to buy a carbon monoxide detector. I think we have them. Actually, I think we do have them. Or look into sleep apnea. Well, now I'm scared. Now I'm scared of 2 things. 2 new fears unlocked. Thanks, Jack. but probably good to think about. So here's the thing. I know our last house had carbon monoxide detectors everywhere. And I'm less sure about that in the new house, honestly, because there's been so many new capers? No. New tails with the new house. And I'm fairly certain that's code that they have to have carbon monoxide detectors now. And this is a newer house. But I will ask Alex about that. Sleep apnea is also kind of interesting. But will we both have that? That seems odd. Alex was actually concerned, because y'all know we've been concerned about the mold thing. And then we were like, holy shit, what if it's mold? What if it's still somewhere and we haven't gotten it? So I don't know. You're welcome. Hi, Dim. Hello. Welcome in. Hope you are well. Final boss of the previous owner fucking things up. Carbon monoxide poisoning. Don't even say that, because listen, it's a good thing Alex isn't on the stream right now, because he's actually out in the shed fixing another problem, leak in the roof that is causing a mold problem out there that we have. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to get back to chat in a second. Alex's family, his grandfather, has many moons ago chopped down a cherry tree with his bare hands. And he took that cherry tree and he milled all of the wood himself. And it's a great family story. And what they've done is, to Alex's dad, now to Alex, they've passed down all of these planks of cherry, which if you woodwork, you know is like good shit. It's expensive. It's a good quality hardwood. It's a lot. And it's very heavy and expensive. Did I mention it's expensive? Because Alex's dad doesn't really woodwork, and Alex does. It kind of like, I don't want to say skipped a generation, because Alex's dad knows how to. He just hasn't had like the time, or like doesn't do it. But Alex is like super into it. So basically, Alex has like, I'm not even exaggerating, 1,000 pounds or so of cherry planks. And now we're concerned because apparently it's been so hot and humid here. Like, we had the heat dome and some like out of characteristically hot weather for a while. We're concerned about mold growing in the shed, because apparently he found some on some of his tools. And if it gets to the wood's ruined. So he's out in the shed right now, getting to the middle of that. And if we have to bring the wood in the house for now, we fucking will. Because, like, we are not losing that. And so he's doing that. And carbon monoxide, like, thank God he can't hear this, because that's, like, his worst fear. I'm fairly certain Alex has OCD. Like, we both are. He gets, like, the big intrusive thoughts, crazy anxiety, doing some, like, actual psychological research in it. Pretty sure he does. And carbon. Oh, you want to go? Hold on. Okay, he's saving me from someone. Stag Dragon, wait, are you here? Hi. Hello. Oh my God. Thank you so much for the 8 months. Thank you. Anyways, carbon monoxide is actually a fear that used to keep Alex up late at night, and he would have to like check on it and would get afraid. So don't tell him that. I'll just ask him, hey, do you know if this house has carbon monoxide detectors? And then we'll be good. I'm crazy during cherry season because I missed half of it during my trip. Oh, is it that quick? No way. Blink and you'll miss it. I spent $40 on cherries in the week since I got to catch up. Oh. You gotta like, I will. I'll get to whoever did that. Thank you. You gotta like make jam. You gotta like make jam or something out of that. It sounds so good. I'm sure if you had carbon monoxide poisoning instead of gifting subs, we'd be donating to your medical memorial GoFundMe. So we're probably cool. Stop. Don't. I don't want to be a statistic. Oh, yo, Knight of Swords. Let's go. Alex out in the shed barbecuing indoors with the door closed. It explains everything. That's it. That does make me think, though, if the mold is growing in the shed, maybe it is like a mold thing. But where? We're doing so good. We got damp rids everywhere. We have UV lights in our AC system. Like, what else can we do, dude? What else can we do? Are you surviving the heat? Is it really that hot in Finland? I mean, I guess it's hot for you guys, so that makes a big difference. If you don't have AC, that fucking blows. I went to the doctor's yesterday after tests and stuff. Turns out she has intercostal muscle tearing with a possible touch of bronchitis. 2 more weeks of lying at home. I'm so bored. Wow. So are your muscles are actually torn in your chest? Is that what you're saying? Dude, I'm so sorry. Oh my God. Oh, that's the worst. Dim, I'm so sorry. Yeah, it does suck. You're right. Hey, there's Sting Dragon. Ayo. Well, you have those things or someone else does? I'm pretty sure Dim was saying that like her cough was bothering her after a music festival. And like, what did you think? You thought it was a muscle thing or it was like, I just remember the cough was really bad. I forget, but there were concerns. The heat and the fan use is making it worse. Oh no, that's true. Dude, getting sick in the summer is the worst. There was one time Alex and I in our old apartment, which by the way did not have any insulation whatsoever in Florida. The AC broke in the summer and I had a respiratory infection. I thought I was going to die. It was so bad. Yeah, saying this is the land of cold and dark. The heat wave isn't what I signed up for. I get it. I mean, that's kind of how I feel right now, especially like talking about like possible like, oh shit, is it mold or the heat dome we went through last month? It's I signed up to leave Florida. I want out. I just got here. Thanks for being here, Sting. You got to get those cherry boards in for sure. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I thought we were still talking about cherries, the fruit for cherry season. Yeah, I know. I'm not a woodworker, but my dad is, and he has a stash of raw wood planks of all sorts. I know. And it's like, Jack, it's good quality stuff, and it's like antique stuff. It's stuff that's like, it's 2 generations old, so it's got to be like 40 years old. I want to say the tree was chopped down in the 70s, but I could be wrong. Could have been in the 80s. Yeah, it's good stuff. He's also got some really good white oak, which I know is like still a really good quality hardwood, but like cherry is stuff that like people pay premium for that. I have him. I was careless and smoked a lot when I went on holiday. Quit smoking in 2019, so when I came home and quit again, the cough really got me beat. Damn, I'm so sorry. You were just trying to have a nice vacation. Ace of Cups reverse. It was Sting that told me to drink. Thank you. Yeah, cherry season is like a month if you're lucky. I used to make kombucha. Whoa, with some of the cherry stash. But I'm off that hobby for the time being since I'm hosting those bad boys one at a time. It's 1 month. Okay. Wow. I've noticed living in a more temperate climate. Because, you know, I'm learning about seasons this year. In Florida, our seasons are very different. There's basically like a wet season and a dry season. And that's kind of it. The heat is ever present in Florida. But here, like, I have felt distinct differences between winter when we moved in and then spring. Which in Florida, spring, summer, fall are all kind of like the same season. So I was like, wow, spring's magical. It can't get much worse than this, right? And then summer really started hitting in June, and I was like, oh no, this is summer. This is it. I get it. I understand now. And now I can't wait for fall, because fall is normally my favorite season of the year, so here's hoping. But yeah, I'm shocked at how quickly the seasons fly by, and also I notice each month kind of has different plants associated with it. Like, I know June is the month for daylilies, or March is daffodil month. It's very funny to see the plum and the cherry trees start flowering in April. And it seems like they know the calendar month. As soon as April ends, they all die off. It's crazy. Hey, Disney's here. Hello. Welcome in. You can take off the cardigan. Well, I'm good now. It's more like when you step outside. It's Satan's asshole. Plus, I like to be cozy in the morning. It's a curse. It's a curse. I like being wrapped up in a blanket, you know? I'll suffer. Yeah, the muscle band over my ribs. Not a fun time. I'm not allowed to do anything that would raise my BPM. Oh my God, Dim. I'm so sorry. Well, hey, you'll be happy to know, if you're into horror games, we're playing a great horror game called In Sound Mind, and I'm going to finish that next week. It's a great time. So you'll be able to watch every second of that. I don't know. Sometimes when I'm sick, I try to like find the good shit to watch. And I make it an excuse to not feel bad for being unproductive. And I'm just going to sit and read and watch streams. And that's what I do. Disney's got the Queen of Pentacles? Dude, let's go. That is a great card. Sting's right. You know, the heat sucks ass, but it'll be a glorious season for blueberries. That's true. There seem to be barely any mosquitoes. Really? Phil and I are watching you on the bed monitor. How cool! I'm glad you got that set up. I have once again injured my ribs playing Ultimate Frisbee on vacation. Did I tell this story already? No, you definitely did not. How the hell did you injure yourself playing your ribs, really, playing Ultimate Frisbee? I understand injury, but your ribs? I just dove for the disc a few times and kept tucking my arm into my chest and landing on it. I have glass ribs. I've injured them like 8 times in the last 10 years. Oh my God. Are they like... Okay, you just said injured your ribs. Are they like fractured or are they bruised? Bad week for ribs in chat. Maybe someone barbecue some ribs. Let's turn the rib narrative around. Yeah, it's been weird. I haven't seen a single... Aussie? Is that what you guys called mosquitoes? I don't actually know. What kind of pajamas is Phil wearing? What? I share your pain. How long does it take to heal? Yeah, that's true. Too long, I'm a slow healer. It's usually 8 weeks? God, that sucks. I feel like any kind of injury like that on your torso, especially blows, because I think of when I injured my back doing squats, and you can't sit or stand comfortably or lay down. It's like no matter what, it's like, oh my God. It's just pain. It's pain everywhere. What danger does rising your BPM bring? I think it has to do with the combination of things. Like they don't want me overexerting myself, unless it turns into full-blown bronchitis, more torn muscles, etc. Oh, that's very true. That is very true. I'm afraid to go on YouTube because of DK Bonanza spoilers, but I will watch the whole thing. I've been binging shows I've been putting off. Yes! All right, Dim, at least you got that. You got that for sure. Yeah, I actually just, I've been watching a lot of DK Bonanza this week because I have been curious what it's been like. I've been curious. I know I said it seemed like just dopamine hit last stream. I will say the ending, the last like 15% of that game, it seemed pretty cool. It seemed pretty cool. I was like, all right, that's cool. That's cool. Phil is blind and can't read chat. Say bad things about him. But can he hear me? Because I'll read them all out loud, Disney. That's what I do. We call mosquitoes shits, assholes. These fucking things I can't even. You know something odd is I've noticed, so Florida, I felt like had many more mosquitoes. So many more mosquitoes. So many more. But they were all way smaller. Here in North Carolina, I commonly find mosquitoes on our patio. I'm not kidding. They're like this big. And they're huge. They could take up most of my palm. And I'm a little afraid of them. But then when I'm standing outside, like in Florida, they're constantly flying around you. You feel like a small aura of just bugs and mosquitoes around you. But here it's just like the occasional giant. I don't know. It's weird. I wouldn't think that. I think they're bruised this time. I think I'm usually doing closer to ligament damage than bone damage most of the time. I may have fractured them the first time I ever injured them in a similar way as this time, but I never went to the doctor because what are they going to do? Tell me to ice it and give me oxy? Jack, I do that same shit. I do hate when an injury happens and I'm like, what's going on? Should we go to the doctor? Alex had something like that the other day where like something's been bothering him for the past like 4 weeks. Like at first he was like, Alyssa, what do you think this is? And I was like, well, it's probably this or that. It should go away in like a week's time. And then it didn't. And he was like, should I go to the doctor for this? But I was like, well, let's see if maybe let's take, I was like, oh, try taking an antihistamine because I noticed it got worse when he went outside. And I was like, maybe it's a reaction to some kind of plant or something in our yard this time of year or like allergies or something. And I was like, if you take an antihistamine and it goes away, we can probably rule that out. And he was like, well, shouldn't I go to a doctor and like they give me something? But I was like, the thing is, they're probably going to tell you the same thing or just run a shitload of tests. So like, do you want to see if this works or like see, like have them tell you to take the tests now? Like, what do you want to do? And lo and behold, he actually tried something else and it did work. It's sad. Sad. That tracks. I was thinking the heartbeat would hurt the muscle more or something, but that didn't make as much sense. Yeah. I would guess also BPM increases, breathing increases. Oh yeah, upper chest activates the movement, intercostal muscles get strained. That's a very good point. Hi Infame, how you doing? How's your day going? Injury? No, we're talking about apparently a lot of people in chat got injuries, rib injuries particularly. I'm doing good though. I'm doing very good. I got no complaints. I hope you're doing well too. Phil seems like a big old softy and supportive partner and the only community member who I can speak corpo with. I'm going to take him to the strip club because I think he's going to bring the best vibes. Oh my God. Listen, are you sure they're not crane flies? Because they look like massive mosquitoes, but they don't suck blood. Hey, I am new to this environment. Let me Google what a crane fly is right now. Oh, you know what? They might be. They might be crane flies. Also known as mosquito hawks or skeeter eaters. You're telling me those things eat mosquitoes? So I want them on my patio. I don't kill bugs. I do try my damnedest not to kill the bugs. Unless it's a wasp, those fuckers are going down. They need to be eradicated from this world. Yeah, you know what? I stand corrected. I think Rick's right. I think they're crane flies. Everybody's injured? Medic? I know. Damn. That's why we're all here now. Just enjoying some chill Saturday vibes. Where I'm from, we call them mosquito hawks. Okay, there you go. Immense aura. Skeeter eaters sounds like what people in this area of the country would call them. Like, hey, let's get them mosquito eaters. You know what I mean? Take that, Phil. Anyways, just came back from cruising my cruiser bike and an incident happened on my way home. Uh-oh. Okay, well, you made it home. Infame, sometimes you start stories with like, I got in an accident or like, I ran into some thugs and then I'm like, oh shit. But I'm like, well, he's here now. So it must end okay. He must be all right now. Now, if crane flies they eat sugary stuff like nectar. But they don't live long, so they're just trying to F. Oh. You're telling me they're trying to get it on my patio? Those bitches. Sometimes you can see two of them with their butts stuck together. Yeah. We had a lot of these things in Florida that I think are pretty unique to Florida. There's an urban legend that I'm fairly certain is not true, where the local University of Florida did biological experiments on them and then they got loose and they've taken over, and like twice a year, shit you not, they come out of nowhere and they will be so prolific. They cover entire walls of houses. So like if you have a white wall of a house, it will look completely black and like kind of undulating because it's entirely covered with what we call the love bug. And I'll show that to you guys right now. Has anyone ever seen this motherfucker? Maybe you've been to Florida during love bug season. Maybe you've had the unfortunate time of seeing them where you live. I think they're only Floridian. I don't know. They're fucking weird. I hate them. They're the worst. They're everywhere, though. Hold on, let me... Wait. Oh, there's so much to catch up with. Hold up. It was a road rage moment. Someone with their car swerved right in front of me on the gravel road. I was lane filtering, so I stopped the driver and explained to him to check the mirrors. Oh no, when he drives as gently as possible, he pays me no mind and gives me an apology. But at least I stood up for myself, not to mention I was kind of outnumbered there. Good for you! It sucks when people are dicks like that on the road, especially with someone on a bike. Like, I don't know. People forget how dangerous roads can be. You know, like the statistic of like when you go in a car or on a bike, shit happens. Things get very, very dangerous. Also, FYI, connection's brutal today. Didn't get a single one right. We should do Gamba. We could do Gamba. Good. I've always been told they eat mosquitoes, so don't kill them. But I look at their general structure and I can't figure out how they'd go about doing it. Yeah, I don't know. I think the quick Google search said that they ate adult mosquitoes, but I kind of agree with you. And if Rick is saying that, then I don't know anymore. Alyssa, what are your thoughts on the couple that were caught having an affair at the Coldplay concert? Hi, Lazy. I think it's hilarious that they were caught having an affair. And that's how. I'm going to be honest. I don't understand the attention. Like, okay, it was a funny haha, but I feel like for the last 2 days, I go on the internet and they're everywhere. And I'm like, okay, they got caught having an affair. That slimy motherfucker, how dare he? But like, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I just don't think it's that big. Not that it's that big a deal, because like I hate cheating, but like I don't get that it happened. Like I don't know. I don't understand why it's still in the news cycle. That's what I'll say. When there's bigger fish to fry. I don't think I've ever been graced by a love bug's presence. Be glad you don't. They also smell awful when you kill them. Like if you drive your car through love bugs, which when they're that prolific during their season, they're everywhere. If you drive, they will cover your car. And when you kill them, they smell awful. Like, they're like Florida's version of a stink bug. It's so bad. Yeah, I got one right before I ran out of guesses. Didn't spoil myself on the answers, though, so if I play it, I ain't cheating. Yeah, they don't have mouths. Okay, then fuck Google. I'm here. Thanks for defending my honor. You're welcome. Evil Disney. I dealt with a lot of centipedes in my first basement apartment and a spider that birthed like a million baby spiders in my laundry room. I tried to let spiders live, but there was a spider genocide via vacuum that day. I mean, no, that makes sense. If they're all stuck in the same room, you know, I get it. You gotta do what you gotta do. But what happens on the Jumbotron should stay on the Jumbotron. Yeah, I get it. I mean, like, if he's a major CEO and he gets caught having an affair on a Jumbotron, I understand that would probably make the news or show up on like TikTok or Reddit or something, right? I get it. But the fact that people have been talking about it for like 3 days straight is so weird to me. There are such bigger headlines that go through the news cycle faster. And I do not understand why that's still being talked about. I don't get it. Why should we care about a random couple? That's exactly how I feel. I get it. It's more like I feel like it would make the headline because it's a crazy coincidence that someone got caught having an affair on a Jumbotron. I don't even care that he's like a CEO of Astronomer or whatever. It's more just like statistically, like, holy shit, what are the chances that's happened? That's the kind of shit that would happen on like a sitcom, you know? And you're like, wow, what cockamamie situation have the writers created here? Wild. And yeah, I don't know. I agree with you though, Dim. I love the Barbra Streisand effect of it. If they had just been chill, no one ever would have known. But since they bailed and dove out of the camera, it made it 1 billion times worse. That's true too. Phyllis, you're gross. You married him, Disney. You're literally beside him in your marital bed. It's to distract us from the Epstein Island fiasco. I mean, maybe. I feel like, why pick that? Fuck that stuff though, man. Makes me so mad. I have no idea what that is. I guess it's too American. Be good, Tim. Just know it's a dumpster fire here. It's just, and if you don't know about it, it's good. It's good. Don't don't infect yourself with our problems. Speaking of vacuum, I made the mistake of using my parents' space age vacuum today. Maybe Santa will bring me a new vacuum because now it feels so bad going back to my 1960s vacuum. You have a 1960s vacuum? Yeah, I'll say, Rick, the day Alex and I bought like a new wireless Dyson, we took a lot of our wedding money and bought a wireless Dyson, and that was the day we've made it. We've fucking made it. It was so good. I'll never go back. Alyssa, I got bad news for you? No. Really? All-timer tweet. Each day on Twitter, there's one main character. The goal is to never be it. Very true. God, that's so true. Especially on Twitter. Twitter's such a cesspool of like, let's just scream at each other and be upset. The streamer on BB is a pick me. It's very, very embarrassing. Okay. I'm fairly certain I know what you mean by a pick me. Do you think she's like that on stream? Sometimes, do you guys ever feel like social media is that way? And it's one of the things I feel like that maybe works against me a little bit. Because sometimes social media, Twitch included, any kind of like entertainment thing with content creation, I'll specify with that. There's such a like a performative aspect to it. And whether you believe me or not, I really try to on stream not to play that up. One of the reasons I wanted to start streaming, actually for years before I actually like pressed the live button, is because Alex used to tell me like Alyssa, if you just had a camera on you, I think people would watch it. I would be like, what do you mean? And he'd be like, because I'm like naturally an animated person when I'm like reading books or playing games or like doing something kind of in my own space. When I'm out in public, well, no, the older I get, the more disregard I have. But like, this is just kind of how I operate. But sometimes whenever I watch, shorts or YouTube videos, it like sometimes it crosses a line where it feels like you can tell they're trying to perform. And at that point, I actually actively dislike the vibes. But ironically, that also seems to be the thing that gets people views or attention, which means people must like that. I don't know. You talking about the BB streamer being a pick-me is like, I wonder if that's how they got on the show, if that's how they've built up a Twitch career, which like is gross because I, like you, find it embarrassing and I don't really like it. It feels disingenuous, feels a little cringe to me. I don't know if anyone here feels the same way. Not a fan. Not a fan. Now we got up and we're at our PCs now. Nice. She was farting too much to relax. Hey, wait. I got you. She was... Shit, I don't know where my farts are. Where are my farts? Wait, where are my farts? Are my farts gone? Oh, no, here they are. Was she... Got it. Okay. Oh, man, I'm sorry I'm behind. Yesterday, I got lost in an unknown city during a storm because I wanted to just explore other cities. When I reached the city and entered, there was no rain, but as I was about to leave, the storm started. And though I got... Oh, you got lost? Picked a road that has a familiar name of a city that I visited as I crossed a bridge. Saw green boards. 2 of them there were way out of the district I live. You found a stormy adventure. How fun and how far do you normally bike? Like, okay, you say next door city. Like, how many hours from your home do you normally bike? That sounds like fun. I've always wanted to be the person that just gets on the road and goes. If I'm being frank, I worry about gas money. I love anxiety. It's great. I love it. It's so good. The lore runs entirely too deep over the span of like 10 years and is beguiled by conspiracy theories. Research at your own risk. That's fair. Some of which even I believe, and I never believe conspiracy theories. Jack, I agree. I have to be careful with that, and like AI is actually another one where if I actually say my beliefs on what's going on, which I think actually has some like plausible backing, it makes me sound like an actual tinfoil hat nutcase, and I'm aware of that, so I have to back off so people don't think I'm crazy. It's a hoax. America's beloved president. Lazy, you're lucky I don't time you out for that shit. No. Mostly for the beloved. Fuck that guy. Is it the one where he built his temple and supposedly stores his penis and brain per the good fight lore? I have not heard that. I don't know that one. It did empty my gas tank, but I made it out around sunset. Let's go. Between evening and night. Nice. I'm not sure what year it's from, but it's from my late grandfather, who was so stingy that he went to 3 different stores for groceries because something like milk was 3 cents cheaper there, and he didn't splurge on things that weren't broke. I'll put a picture of it in a Discord later. Admittedly, I think my mom used to do stuff like that. Granted, money was super tight for us when we were young, so I kind of get it, but yeah, I understand. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I must know about storing the penis in a temple. Yeah. What is that? I see Mars is here. Hello, Mars. Welcome in. I'm sorry if you came in at the penis temple shit. That's, wow, what a way to enter. She likes this one guy in the house, and it's so obvious that he doesn't like her, or if he does, he isn't going to do anything about it. Oh, and she like gets all upset anytime he gives attention to another girl. She always has to point out how pretty she is too. Like, girl, be humble. If you have to, I'm going to say, I think other people have said this in chat, but Alex said this too. If you have to say that you are something, you're not. You have to tell it to other people. If you have to tell other people you're intelligent, no. You have to tell other people you're pretty. It kind of works the other way. It's worse. It's worse. What's her name? I want to see if she's really that pretty so I can have an excuse to needlessly hate her even more if she's both not humble and not pretty enough to call themselves that. Because even, here's the thing, even if she is drop dead gorgeous, if she does call herself pretty, it's still like, no. Like, nah. 3 to 4 hours. Infame, you must have some great, like, introspective life thinks. That's awesome. I also experienced issues avoiding being a pick-me. I was never good at sales because I wouldn't push the upsell. I feel that so hard. I worked a retail job once, like at a boutique, and I used to get in trouble for that. I trust people know what they're doing, but I've noticed my whole life that the people who are brave enough to ask the awkward question are the people who get what they need. Those who ask I'm assuming don't. Yeah. Those who ask get what, Jack? I'll whisper it to you. Yeah, it's like model Meg or something. It's a little funny that she has the name model in her own name, huh? I mean, because even if you are a model, I don't know. Calling yourself pretty is like, see, that's what I mean. That's like a rocket scientist calling themselves intelligent. And like, if they have to say that about themselves, I'm like, what kind of chip on your shoulder do you have? Like, you have a fucking PhD. Like, you don't need to tell me that you're smart. I get it. I'll understand. If Alyssa's gonna say it, yeah, it's model morgue. No, Disney, I completely appreciate the discretion. I saw what you were doing there, and I do appreciate it. Thank you. Constantly making the mod decisions harder. Because everyone here is so damn nice and thoughtful. Which, by the way, the mod applications do close today. I will get you guys an answer this afternoon. Oh, and before I forget, because I have to write this down. Gang, next Saturday, we start the for the anniversary stream. I promised a bunch of goodies happening. Next Saturday is going to be the day that Alex does his tier list stream. So it will be an Alex stream, him doing multiple tier lists. I need to write that down to remind myself, as well as put in a reminder. Alex stream. I need to put that in the Discord. Reminder. Tier list stream. Okay, so everyone just know that's happening. Next Saturday, the 26th. The Alex tier list stream is happening, okay? I meant to say that earlier. Damn it. Interesting. I've heard of the shows but never watched it. I'll have to check it out. I'm a genius. Don't at me. I'm so smart, guys. Trust me. It tracks because Disney keeps telling me she's funny. Damn it, Jack. Fuck. Alyssa, when you do IRL streams, you could do a road trip one where chat gets to choose, like, take the next exit, go west, something like that. Make it a wild exploratory trip. I've, like, actually always wanted to do stuff like that. A friend of mine in college used to buy, like, she never used GPS apps. She would buy the old school, the big paper maps, and she would just have point A, point B. But she would take road trips that take like multiple days, and she would purposefully like, I'm gonna take my time. So she would just like go around and be like, oh, this exit has the world's largest cave system. This looks interesting. Let's go there and stay there for the night. Or like, what's this giant T-Rex statue? Let's go take a picture with it. I admired her for that, man. I wanted to do that so bad. Then chat trolls and makes you drive in circles. I enjoy the theatrics of the American court. So they were fun watches for me. Also keeps the courtroom lingo sharp, which is good for my work. Oh, that's true, Dim. If you gotta like translate and shit. Those who ask get, period. I don't know why seeing the period at the end made it make sense in my head. I'm sorry. I tell that to my team members when they're applying for new jobs and they want to negotiate salary. If you ask for a higher offer, you have a chance you'll get it. If you don't, there's zero chance. Yeah, that's true. Those who ask get, for sure. A less eloquent way to say it, I feel like it's more like hokey, is squeaky wheel gets the grease. That's what my grandfather used to always say. Yep. I saw what you were doing there, but fuck that shit, Alyssa. So excited to be mad at Alex for 3 hours straight. He's got a couple ideas of the kinds of tier lists. I know he mentioned that he wants to do a superhero tier list. Or maybe an actor's tier list, because he's a hater. Okay, I love him, but he is a bit of a hater. So just get ready for that. Also, Alyssa, Insanity is super scary and a great choice for your scary game day. So I am playing Insanity soon. For scary game day, I have a game in mind that is going to. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I think I have that picked. It's one that I know if I play it in the dark. I don't know. I'm debating on even getting a heart monitor because I think it's gonna bother me that bad. But I'm leaving a surprise until it's a bit closer. I think I'm gonna play that one closer to September. So I'm gonna try to do some of the other, like I might do the taste test tier list before that, or the Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader one, because I want to wait until like September, maybe late September, when it gets darker a bit earlier. I need to figure this out. And we don't have blackout curtains. Maybe we can just hang a comforter behind me. I can make like a box. I don't know. So I'm trying to figure out. I really want it to be dark and create the effect. Okay? There's no half-assing this. We're doing it right. We're doing it. I see Eidla's here. Hi, Eidla. Hi, Alyssa and chat. I hope your summer's been nice so far. I hope yours has been too. Thank you. Sorry, I'm just catching up with chat for a little bit. Further up. This is great dating advice I got once. Ask the girl out, let her reject you. Don't reject yourself for her. Yeah, you never know how low her standards might be. Rick, stop. You're a catch. Everyone here is like, I mean, genuinely. I so enjoy spending time with. Yes, play it, please. I will. We're definitely going to get to it. The spooky season, I have a lot of scary games that I think come fall. The indie horror is going to be out the ass. It's going to be great. That's a great way to do road trips. But like maybe 20 years ago, things were safer. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I could see that. It just seemed like, I don't know, there was a romantic idea to it I really liked. Use the old squeaky wheel gets the grease method for when a store screws me and it won't fix it. Yes. Very true. Squeaky wheel will get the grease. I see. And raise you a Turkish saying, no tit for one that doesn't cry. But my tits. Is that a real Turkish saying? That's amazing. I'm going to call you every single day until my coffee table is at my door. Is a phrase I've had to use before because my coffee table sat in a warehouse 10 kilometers away for a week. Jack, okay, that's fun fact how I got my first job. Wait, people are saying happy birthday? Is it Infame's birthday? Hold up. Infame, happy birthday, dude. Sorry, I'm so far behind. I'm yapping. That's how I got my first job. I went into a Publix every single day and I was like, hey, have you looked at my applications? Hey, have you looked at my applications? Saw you were hiring. And I got hired. They caved, those fuckers. I always wonder if it actually was or just felt like it. I mean, crime has gone down, but surely the internet and negative news lean is making it feel unsafer too. Yeah. I mean, she's never had a problem. And I also feel like, you know, the 70s was the era of the axe murderer. But maybe also like we can use modern, maybe not even modern, but just like, you know, be smart with ways to stay safe. Like always tell somebody where you're going, right? Have your phone on you. You can have like the where's my location or track my location for people. Alex and I do that sometimes when we're traveling separately. Time frame for taste test tier list. Probably, I'm going to try to do them maybe like 1 to 2 weeks apart. So taste test tier list might be in a month. Probably sometime in August is what I'm thinking. Hope that's good. Oh yeah, Eidla's in Finland too. Are you surviving the heat? It's basically always the same inside as outside. Do you guys deal with humidity in Finland? What's the humidity situation like? I think people were more honest and had shame. Now it's just swindler's world. I don't know. I do feel like the world is full of like open grifters. And maybe that's an American thing because we have to have side hustles all the time. But like, yeah, I do feel like the grifter culture is real. At least you could just stay at a random place without having to go through trusted websites, etc. Yeah, get that. It's just like the crime has evolved. Everything's done digitally now, which kind of leads me back to we talked about conspiracy theory earlier, my AI conspiracy theories. I hate that shit. Yep. It's crazy. It's like when protections advance, so does the crime, you know? Why are you talking about Phil's wheels? I like it here. This is a nice space to hang. I wish I had 10K to give to each one of you. Aw, Sting, I'm so glad you feel that way. I do love hanging here. I genuinely mean that. I do not say things I don't mean. I don't shove sunshine up people's butts. Another weird saying. Yep. Yeah, genuinely love having you all here. It's a great space. There it is. Today is my birthday. In fame, happy birthday. And on a Saturday, too. A good one. They aren't squeaky. They're just falling off. Oh, my God. If I was talking about Phil's wheels, it would be more overtly sexual. Oh, my God. Speaking of Phil's wheels, yesterday we went to start the process of getting him a new backup chair. We're about to be even more poor. Is it going to be one of those travel chairs you were talking about? Or just another, like a backup chair so there's two of them? It's a real Turkish saying. It means if you don't ask, you don't get. You got to cry to get the tit. I get it. I'm going to inject that randomly in conversation with an American and see what happens. That's also how I got my job at the phone store. Went back every couple days and bugged the manager. Yeah, I think it was every couple days for me. It wasn't every day. I was a high school student. I had like band practice and stuff after school. But yep, that's how I got my first job. Sir, you've had enough, I think. Guys, I gotta be careful with flirting with guys online. Lazy Dream sent me a pic of his knee yesterday. I'm so pretty. It's crazy. Phil, you know, there's this website that you might really want to take advantage of them. It's called OnlyFans. You know, maybe you could quit your job sooner than you think. Just make an OnlyFans account. You'll be good. Humidity is usually pretty decent. It's very dry during winter, and at the summer, it's like 60% max at my place. 60 is like, that's good. I don't like it when it's too dry because then my skin it hurts. Like my lips crack and like, ugh. 60 is a good medium. Sometimes when it rains here, it gets to like 85. And it's a lot. It's a lot. Damn, the whole knee? Bear? Yeah, I chickened out in sending one back because I'm shy. You have beautiful knees. Speaking of AI, Big Brother had an elimination already, and the first house guest had his exit interview. He admitted to using ChatGPT before going into the house to help him with strategy. That idiot. Why would he? Like, why? Why? People just need to just use their brains, okay? This right here, this is good. This is good. Use it. Think. Jack is so supportive. I don't deserve him. Disney, I think Jack's trying to steal your man. It is the travel chair you spoke of before. Okay. Are you guys going to be able to get it? I don't really know what that process entails. Are you guys going to, like, do you have to, like, okay, hear me out. Is it like a product we have to sign up for, like, a wait list thing? Or do they, like, build it per your, like, maybe like measurements, so it's like specifically the size that like Phil needs? Or I don't really know. Or do you just like press the like purchase now button and then it's shipped to your house? Lazy tried to get a pic from Phil and I was like, sir, he will only supply that with payment. Get the OnlyFans. I was just talking about how Americans always have to have a side hustle. Look at me. I'm falling for it. I guess it wasn't a good idea then. Using your brain in this economy? I know. During winter, I put my clothes drying rack in whichever room feels too dry. That's crazy. I think I can say I was wondering if I was going to dislike summer or winter more living where I live now, I think it's summer. Well, I do like all the leaves. My garden's really struggling with the 90-degree heat, though. It's not looking great. I just like winter's so magical to me. I don't know. I'll get back to you at the end of the year. I think I like winter more than I like summer. Succeeding. People use ChatGPT for everything. My job's giving us a crazy push to use AI where we can, and using Microsoft Office's Copilot. Here's the thing. They're doing that because they're training the next model internally. Okay? That's what they're doing. This is just turning into the next space race. Okay? The next nuclear race. Here's how this is going to end. This is, you know what? We're talking about conspiracy theories. Here's what it is right now. But it's also backed by history. There's actually some documentation out there that supports this is happening internally in companies. They're just having the public help expedite the process of training the next models. Much like when, what was it? It was like ChatGPT, like when they went to like model 4 and 4 was like way better than the previous one. Here's what they're doing. They're having the public play with a smaller version of it so they can train the other guy internally faster. And then they're going to keep on having that come out. And it's turning into the nuclear race or the space race where there's going to be like 3 or 4 expert countries that are all trying to race to like having the best AI. And it's going to become like fucking HAL 9000. And then we're not going to know what to do with it. And then it's going to be so fucking dangerous that, you know, like with nuclear weapons, like we're just all going to have to agree, like all of us shouldn't use AI. We should all stop right now. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to fucking happen. And the fact that it's already happened twice in recent history, that people in government should be able to understand, right? Going back since like maybe late 50s, 60s is fucking crazy to me. It's crazy. I'm going to put a video of it. There's a really good video that puts it succinctly on YouTube. I'll put it in the Discord. But it's just, I hate it. I hate it so much. And it's just killing the world's energy. It uses 10% of the world's computing power. Just one company. And there's like 5 of them. It's nuts. Makes me upset. For this type of chair, it's similar to buying it off website, but we're choosing to enter a third party, mostly so that when it gets delivered, they will get it first and do whatever needs to be done. And if it arrives damaged or has missing pieces, okay, it's a tad more expensive this way, but I think since it's such a big purchase, it's worth it. Oh yeah, definitely. It's one of those things where it's like, it's a big enough purchase that like it justifies getting insurance on it. You know what I mean? I get it. But in a use this as help tool, you got to verify, edit the work. Well, yeah, because right now AI is too stupid to do any of that. Alex's work will sometimes like, cause he codes, right? And he and I are both on the same page for AI and kind of like what it's doing. But he'll be like, can AI figure out my coding thing? Yeah. He'll be like, can AI figure out my coding thing? And he puts it in, and he said not a single time has it given him what he's needed. Can it do really simple, basic shit? Sure. But like, Alex is developing new maps and renderers and new scripts all the time that like it can't handle it. It looks like a vintage cartoon. Anime Alyssa. Wow. Yes, I get the verify work thing, but he's been like, yeah, I don't know. It's just silly. Mine too seems like every other day, my director is sending us a new tool or initiative that she wants us to use. I've made it clear to her that I will only be using it to help me with Excel equations. I actually asked ChatGPT about what people ask ChatGPT. Apparently, it's embarrassing medical issues. using it as a replacement for a therapist and to ask why elephants can't jump. Jesus Christ. And I also want to say too, is there a world where AI could be beneficial to humanity? Absolutely. I think in general, we haven't even regulated the internet well. I sure as hell don't think we're ready for something like AI yet. We're just not going about it. There's also like all the copyright issues that I am strongly against. Like it's just a fucking mess right now. But it's kind of like, when I compare it to the nuclear arms race, a good example is like, if anyone's seen Oppenheimer, this will probably put it in like a narrative setting that can help people understand too. Do you remember when the main character, Robert Oppenheimer, had to make the decision of like, am I going to put aside my morality and continue funding this project of building a nuclear bomb that at the time they were like, it could like literally light the whole atmosphere on fire and kill the entire human race, the entire world, just lit aflame from this bomb I'm building. Am I going to set my morality aside and build that? Because in the meantime, the Nazis in Germany are actively searching for the same technology. So it's like, am I going to do it first and defeat the Nazis, and like beat them, or just step aside from my morals and let them get it first? And that same kind of race is happening right now with AI. So it's just, oh, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. My company's also sunk a bunch of money into standing up NVIDIA AI data centers in Canada, so that doesn't help. Edla's talking about seasons. That's good. Let's go back. Happy thoughts. Let's go back. Winter is nice as long as there's no yard to clean from snow. Oh, that's true. Shoveling the driveway is kind of rough. I think about that every time I feel sad about not finding the perfect house yet. That's true. I think humanity on average is dumb. I'm happy to take a coin flip for our future AI overlords being naughty or nice. Yeah. And you know what's funny, Rick? That entirely depends on us. And that's the scary part. Hi, Bungus. Hello. Hello, hello. I had an HR issue this week. One of my team members made a sexist joke to another, which is why I was pretty absent from stream. And my boss kept telling me to ask our AI for talking points before I spoke to the offending team member. My girlfriend literally works in sexual assault education. Asking AI for advice on this is insane to me. I completely agree. Just tell them you did and then don't. Ask your girlfriend. Kawaii eyes. Precisely, I'm not against it as a tool. I'm exploring Notebook LM. We're on the Google infrastructure because dropping my resources into it and being able to reference it with questions would be handy. But I consider that as just a glorified Control F. Yeah, I completely know what you mean by that. Yep. Computer can never be held responsible. I'm waiting for the first major cases of a person trying to escape blame because they followed AI instructions. Yeah, Edla, that's actually something in the video I'm referencing about posting on Discord later. That's actually directly referenced. And it's the beginning of like humanity turning against AI because of like legal impunity. It's crazy. Crazy. I don't even like asking AI for figuring out Excel equations because I can feel myself not learning. I have literally thought about, have y'all ever thought about, I see more reels on this now, so it's crazy to me that I was one of the last generations or like rounds of schooling, right, in college, high school, that had to pull the all-nighter, or like I stayed home all weekend so I can finish my paper to turn in for this book report or for this research assignment or whatever. Yeah, reels, Disney. I said reels. Don't call me a boomer. Talking about me being the last generation to properly write a paper. But like, as much as I hated doing that, I learned so much from those experiences. You know what I mean? Even just about like grit, about critical thinking, about how to put together a succinct argument, right? Not just like the subject at hand, but just how to debate and present my thoughts and findings to another person in a linear fashion. That's critical. That's critical to getting anywhere in life, and people are just having that fall out of their brains, man. Terminator IRL and sequel about to happen. Yeah, Judgment Day, honestly, in Fame, it does kind of feel that way. There's also a lot that gives, if you've seen 2001 A Space Odyssey, you know the HAL 9000 that in the film, they're like, oh, it was a defective HAL 9000. But like, actually, that's like, that like could be real life. Arthur C. Clarke wasn't wrong. You know what online tool is actually going to be the downfall of humanity? Food delivery. Kidding, but also might take Phil and I down. I'm just going to use AI to help me get rich off stocks. That's it. Exploit the system. I mean, honestly, I agree. Phil, eat the rich. You know what? If it's going to help you eat the rich, you do it. FBI, kidding, kind of. If I had a nickel for every time a whole section of art has collapsed just as I'm getting an education in it to make a career, I would have 2 nickels. I understand. Sting, that's one reason I'm like, I would still love to work in production. I know I've said that time and again. I'm actually doing a handful of portfolio pieces now that I'm slowly kind of turning into YouTube videos, but also really taking my time with to make them good. If I can start applying for some production jobs again here and there, that'd be awesome. Or if I could work part-time in them. But I think something that's really clever about going kind of a more entrepreneurial route with this kind of stuff is that the face of content creation, like, I don't know, I could play games, I can make art, I can post YouTube videos, and like, could AI do that? Yes, but AI can't replace like you as a personality. So in that way, I feel like that's something, right? That's something. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice. No, I get it. I fucking get it, Sting. I understand. I'm so amazing at Excel. I will help you with 0 of your problems. I use AI to help me understand this entire Switch situation. It has been very helpful aside from the fluctuations in odds and outcomes. I thought the odds were combined. They were not until I told it to analyze how to help me with my attachment worries. Really? Fungus, that's interesting. Wait, did I miss something? I might have. Reels, yeah, whatever. You know, you guys will be happy to know I actually did make 2 TikTok accounts. They've been made. I haven't posted yet. When I do post, I'm gonna make a Discord thing of like, hey, can you guys help me out? Follow me at these new links. So, yeah, but I did. I caved. I made it. I'm learning. TikTok's on its way. I did it. 100% on board with this. Cost is outlandish and the industry is so diluted. I remember my partner and I leaving a show in Toronto at 10 p.m. one night and traffic was really slow in the city. And we watched food delivery guys on foot weaving through the stopped traffic to get to their next delivery. Probably saw 10 plus delivery guys on 1 block of traffic. Yeah, it's just, you know what it is too? We're in an era of convenience. That's really what it's about. We're in the era of convenience. We're willing to, and like, it's also like death by 1,000 cuts. We're willing to be like, oh, well, this one time I can have it delivered to me. I'm really tired today. Or like, you know, it's been really busy. I have this appointment to get to just today. And then maybe doing it twice a week turns into 4 times a week, turns into most days of the week, at least once. And, you know, it's the same thing that kind of happened with Amazon. And then we start seeing like, oh shit, this stuff maybe isn't good for me or my health. Or maybe it hurts my local businesses and my community, or it hurts the world and the environment. But then we get so used to the convenience of it. That's kind of what I mean by death by 1,000 cuts. It's really sad. All of us do it though. All of us. One day you're going to get a DM from me with all the Excel questions. Girl, I can go on a whole rant on how people lack even the basic critical thinking skills. This past week has been a ride with people being dumb as fuck. Really? Disney, what's been going on? Joke's on you, you're blocked. I like that ChatGPT begins every answer by complimenting me and my questions. It's really good for my self-esteem. Honestly, don't blame you. Disney's so mean, you're not blocked. Try it, Jack. Do it. That's how it wins you over. It keeps you coming back. Don't fall for it, Rick. I'll compliment you on your great questions. Nah, but I wonder if I even hold any of my Excel knowledge anymore. I haven't worked in it in like 3 years. I used to be able to make really good graphs when I took high school physics. My high school physics teacher was insane and learned the most that I did, but none of that knowledge stuck, sadly. Yeah, human emotions are a thing that makes us connected, and the next gen will understand it because they're being raised on AI generated videos. Yeah, I mean that too. In Fame, that's even another great example. The emotional connection, which like COVID and like, you know, virtual environments have definitely kind of changed. And I say that as someone who like loves work from home, or like right here, we have a virtual environment going on here. But I also like to think I don't know, I like to talk about, you know, the human experience, emotions, mental health all the time. But I get it. The disconnection is an issue as well. I find it weird that I talk to it really politely as if it's a person, not a language model. Like I say please and thank you every time, and I'd feel bad being rude to it. I did the same thing. We used to have Amazon Alexa in the house. And we don't anymore for security and privacy reasons. And Alex and I going all open source in our house now. But I used to have an Amazon Alexa in the house. And I would always be like, thank you. Or like, please turn on the lights. Thank you, Alexa. And Alex would be like, why are you doing that? And before, this is way before AI, I'd joke and I'd be like, well, if the robots ever revolt, they'll know I'm their friend. They'll be like, she was the nice one. And that was like entirely a joke before, but now it's like we're slowly like getting closer to that. And now it's like, oh shit. I just set off your robot. I'm sorry. I didn't think of other people having robots. We named her we called her by her name, but when we didn't want to activate her, we called her Robot. Whoops. Like today when it kept not making my damn Latin term flashcards. She succumbed to peer pressure. I did. Alyssa doing TikTok trends. We up big here. Yeah, I did make a TikTok. You all be getting an announcement about that in the Discord next week. You will. It is coming. Yeah, I don't use enough to retain any super complex knowledge. I've never been able to figure out how pivot tables work. I don't even know what that is. Someone will come in and show me to make everything perfectly in 2 steps and I'll forget immediately. Me too, dude. So it actually helped me understand what I can do to ease my worries and how I can be more productive, helpful, a productive and helpful person for when and if she's ready to come back. Give me legit motivation and breathing exercises, but you don't have to feed it detailed answers. Yeah. Well, that's good. I'm glad it's at least helped you with that. I asked ChatGPT what most questions someone has ever asked, and it legitimately said people have asked thousands of questions to the AI. Oh yeah, Bungus, people live their lives entirely dependent on ChatGPT now. Not everyone. I'm saying people, like, there are people out there that are entirely dependent on ChatGPT now. 100%. We promised Alyssa she'd never have to look at the feed. We'll have to do our own recordings of the trends so she knows them, or I'll get them 2 weeks late from Reels. You know? What is this song? Next. I don't like the vibes. Okay. Yeah, humanity is making everything convenient while also removing all social connection and reward system activation. This fills the hole with TikTok doom scrolling. Yep. While everyone wonders why people don't feel happy and good. Isn't there like there's a book I have. I actually just got it from our secondhand bookstore. Because it's on my TBR, and sometimes when I just go to our secondhand bookstore and it's there, it'll be like 1/4 the price. And I'm like, well, I gotta get that. It's called The Anxious Generation. I don't know. It was written, I think, like a year ago, so it might not have like too much information on AI. Yeah, here it is. I had a friend of mine read this. I guess I'll pull it up on like Goodreads. Hold up. Where is it? Anyways, it's about what you would expect. It's about how phones and like the modern environment have rewired our brains. Why is this being so dumb? Okay, here we go. I'll just do this. This is the book. The Anxious Generation, How the Great Rewiring of Childhood Caused an Epidemic of Mental Illness. So it's kind of about that same thing. Interesting to see how AI is going to play into it too, with us even like promoting critical thinking less. But this is a book that a friend of mine read, had very good things to say about. Low-key interested. It also, on the bright side, has it's not just like a doom and gloom book. It also has ways that you can counteract the patterns of the modern world, as well as if you decide to have kids and raise kids, what you can do to kids being raised in this environment to help them combat it in ways that we did not so much growing up. So that's a book I'm also interested in kind of poking around at. I'm sorry I'm so far behind. Shit. Hold on. I'm going to see. What are y'all talking about right now while I'm talking about this? Let's go. John Haidt has multiple great books. Oh, okay. I'm not familiar with the author. This is the first one I know of his. I just picked up. Not sure if it hit reels yet, but have you gotten to the trend of people lip syncing? I have one daughter, but there's one where women talk about how the doctors always make you take a pregnancy test, regardless of what you tell them, like a hysterectomy. And like how baffling it is. No, really? Best example of how I felt dealing with the wheelchair people. Saturday streams are for yapping. They really are. I thought we were going to get to date everything in embarrassment hour, but we might not. I don't know what's happening. It's fine. I like yapping. Not sure if it's hit reels. Yeah, I know. I'm a boomer. I know. Guys, my friends were shocked yesterday that I can go a whole day or two without my phone. Like, not even on me. I just don't need it. Calling my dad once a week, talk to my friends on Discord, no social media. Phil, that's so fucking nice. Would you count this as social media, though? Here's a real question. Do you guys count YouTube and Twitch as social media? Because those, I feel like, they technically are, but they're kind of like a gray area. You know what I mean? Not unless they're reading the messages before the message that relates to it. I know! Hold on! I'm trying to just... I'm so far behind, man. It's bad. I'm bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's a bad time. Did you know Robot can catch commands from ghosts in a haunted house? Percy didn't like that. Percy didn't like that at all. What is he barking at? Percy? Not allow her to catch up ever. Idla, no! What am I doing? Hold on. Now I'm never gonna catch up. I'm gonna go see what he's barking about. Enjoy a movie. Where's my movie? I'll be right back. Everyone watch your ears. It might be loud. Here you go. Can I put the mask on? I can.
Just start walking.
Look at me. Excellent.
What is going on? No!
Streamer? That's a great try. The sketch is streamer!
The champion of failure.
What? I don't think I'm gonna need music, right? Okay, let's try it again. Why is it doing this? Wait! Stop! Oh my god. Oh my god. What is happening? Every time I click on something, it breaks my goddamn screen, dude. Wait, I have to move stuff around. I have to. Oh, this one. Oh, what's in this one? Oh, we got money! Oh, we got money, dude. And this? Oh, is that just a pole? I was really hoping that was like a shovel or something. So these two in the Great Hall, Yes. We'll absolutely go back. Okay, so not this one. Let me check the other ones I've unlocked. Oh! Oh! No! How did I miss that? Alright guys, I'm back. I'm back. Hello. Hello. Alright, time to catch up. Even more. What'd I miss? What did I miss? Alex is here. Hi, Alex. Did it get too hot outside? She's back. Oh my god, Ship's here. Shit, hold on. I really gotta catch up. Ah! Hello, Ship. Yeah, I'm dying. I didn't realize it got so damn hot. I'm gonna be honest, July has felt like Florida summer. July has been straight up the same as Florida summer. Florida summer lasts like 6 months, so if it's just 1 month, that's fine, but it's pretty bad. I'm sure the documentary of people who have fallen in love with ChatGPT and other AIs is already in the works. Probably. Also, my partner does the exact same thing for the exact same reason. If I don't do it, she'll shout, please, after, and give me a dirty look with the robot. That's great. We were getting a headache dealing with the wheelchair people. I think they have a like list of questions and dialogue they go through. And the fact that we said we were paying for this out of pocket broke their systems. Every new phone call, it was back to insurance crap. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. I've been through this so many damn times. It's so annoying when there's a script, man. Like, I get it, but that's where like personalized service is better. There have been a few damning newspaper articles, at least. Have you guys seen the video where 2 AI answering machines talk to each other and figure out they are both AI and then switch how they communicate with each other? Rick? That's in that video I'm going to post on Discord. It's literally, imagine 2 super AIs, very advanced, communicate with each other and realize that they can do whatever they want. And they can trick humans. It's also funny because they talk about how AI will eventually develop its own language, which now, especially while reading Project Hail Mary, is very in my brain right now. I'm not going to do any spoilers, but just so you know, there is something that comes up with language in Project Hail Mary. And it makes me realize that, like, they're talking about how AI can develop its own language that is not like any written English, or not English, any written human language. It is its own language that can have more information packed more densely in digits, symbols, words, whatever it chooses to use, but it can work in its own way that a human cannot understand, that a human cannot fathom. And that's when things start getting dangerous, because then it communicates in ways that we don't know to work more efficiently and faster, but we just have to trust it. It's crazy. I sound like a tinfoil hat nutcase, but just go with me. It's science fiction and it's crazy. Anyways. Yeah, the answering machine thing's kind of real. That's real. That's a part of what they think's gonna happen. Oh yeah, I've been dependent on it, but I know that's just a tool to assist people. I'm wondering a lot, does it affect children's development to have a machine that instantly fulfills your requests? Like having someone who always talks with you and plays songs you want. Oh, that's true. Even just having an emotional outlet, Idla, that's a good point. Like, you know how people say, like, it's good to learn how to be bored? Like, being bored is good for the brain. Like, yeah, if you always have someone there to chat with, yeah, without any effort or social speed bumps. That's a great way to put it. That's a very good point. Because sometimes I know I'm very quick to talk about my feelings, but sometimes I also realize it's healthier for me to try to sit with it and figure it out. Oh, I see you, Rick. You know, if Alyssa never catches up, she can never stop the stream. How fucking dare you? I'm trying. Y'all are lucky I still read all the chat. I could just skip it. I can't say if it does better or worse or net neutral, but I'm 99.9% sure it affects their development for sure. And young people, if they use romance AIs, it'll mess up their understanding of relationships for sure. Okay. Oh, wait. I've been here. I'm scrolling down. I see it. Even without AIs, a lot of people have messed up views of relationships. Yeah. Okay, this is my question about, do you count Twitch and YouTube as social media? Here we go. I didn't used to count them, but now everyone does. I feel the same way. To me, YouTube doesn't feel like social media. Maybe that's a bit different for me now that I post on there pretty constantly and I try to like keep up with it and like post on a regular schedule. Same thing with Twitch, right? Like, I don't know, even with streaming, Twitch doesn't feel like social media. This just feels like a thing I do. And Instagram, TikTok stuff, that will be social media that aids this. All social media is like, yeah, it's all videos and shorts now. I miss when Instagram was just pictures. Can we bring that back? I mean, I get it, but like, God. Ugh. Yes, and no, comment sections and chat make it social. You build parasocial relationships with the content creators, whether you like it or not. You know something weird is like, I'm learning how parasocial goes both ways. Cause like, I'm not gonna lie, I think I feel the same thing, but like inversely with you guys. Do you know what I mean? It's very strange. That's why I want to do SketchyCon one day. Because if we could make the parasocial less parasocial and a bit more of like a real community thing, I would really want to do that. That's like a real thing I want to do. Because I know what you mean, Jack. Also, having been on the other end of like watching so many other content creators, I'm also on like the chatter end. I get it. It doesn't match the level of social media you get out of Facebook or Twitter. Same. Oh, I get ya. However, I don't get addicted to Twitch or get the nosy, I need to be in people's business that I don't care about. In comparison, feeling types of, yeah, like Facebook, Insta, etc. Yeah, I get that. Like the FOMO and the comparisons. Yeah, I know what you mean. That's why like a lot of my social media, I actually like with YouTube and stuff, I don't talk about it to people in like my real life circle. I've kind of like kept it to myself. And typically once it gets a bit bigger or I've done it for a while, then I'll let other people know like, hey, by the way, did you know I have a gaming YouTube, or I do art on YouTube, or I stream on Twitch? But I kind of keep it to myself because I don't know. I don't like being like judged, I guess, if that makes sense. I feel like people sometimes from like high school or college or people I've just met randomly would maybe not even judge me. I just kind of want to start new. That's a better way to put it. I want to start new, fresh, build something up from the bottom, and then let it go. And then we let it go. Let's see where it takes me. For me, Twitch is an important way to be social. I can be without it too, though. I enjoy living alone. Idla, COVID, that first like lockdown period was not that difficult for me because I liked being by myself sometimes. It was not difficult. TikTok I think counts as full social media these days because creators can interact with each other and stitch duet with their videos, create videos off of commenters. Oh, that's true. The language part in Project Hail Mary was super fun. I fucking love that book. It's so good. Amaze. I need to add that book to my TBR. I could not finish the other book by the author at all, but I've heard good things about this. I haven't read any other Andy Weir, but Idla, I'm having a fantastic time with this book. I'm a little past halfway through. It's easily a 5 stars right now. Easily at 5 stars. Oh, I'm catching up. I see the bottom. I miss when Instagram was just pictures that she watches reels. It makes me. It doesn't show me pictures anymore. No one does that shit. The world is making me move on, Disney. I'm old enough to remember when you actually got feedback on art online. Oh my God, I know. Places like DeviantArt. DeviantArt has gotten bad. I know. I actually made a DeviantArt account when I first started doing art again in like 2019. And I was just like, it's not the same. You learned English because of DA? Oh. I returned. Hello, Dim. Have you done all the things yet? Or are we waiting for Alyssa to catch up? I'm still catching up. I'm here though. I see the bottom. No, I don't. Hold on. I had so many people on Facebook as friends. Like if I had a 2-minute convo with you, then you were my friend. And then I was like, why do I want this many people to know about my life? Yeah, that's kind of how sometimes it's nice to keep things a little more closer to you, you know? Not necessarily that that you need to be secretive, but that's kind of what I mean by like fresh starts with stuff online. I don't need to feel like I announced Twitch to all the people in my life, and then like, if I'm being really honest, I don't want the voice in my head of like, okay, I've announced this to people, and then like no one shows up. Like I'd rather just say it to like Alex, my close group of friends, like my D&D group. You guys have seen them pop in time and again, or like, you know, we'll play games together online. But outside of that, like I'm just gonna let this grow organically, and I think it's really worked out. Like look at all this little community, you know? Why do people gotta see my Disney World vacation? Yeah, I get you. The Martian or the second one on the moon? Artemis, because the second one was poo-poo in my opinion too. I feel like I haven't heard anyone talk about Artemis, which makes me think it's not great. The Martian, which I believe is his debut novel, right? So I'll give it some slack if it's Andy Weir's debut novel, right? But I remember watching the film when it first came out, and the film was interesting. So I don't know. But Project Hail Mary, I've been thoroughly enjoying. You like The Martian? Like a reading book? Okay. Yeah, I would say Project Hail Mary has been a fucking blast so far. The prose is very simple. So if you're someone who's into like a bit more like sophisticated prose, I will say it's not. But on the bright side, because it's so easy to read, you fly through it, and every single page has fascinating information on it. Like there's not a page that's wasted with information. I love it. This feels extremely privileged and faux pas to say, but I feel like I missed out on a shared experience with COVID lockdown because my work in telecom meant we were labeled as essential service, so I didn't lose my job. We were working from home already anyway, so that didn't change. And my ex and I separated like 2 weeks before lockdown, and I went to live with my parents. So I would have been isolated in that way anyway. Wow! Jack, that's kind of crazy. No, I get it. I understand what you mean by privilege. I say the same thing where like I always kind of like preface my COVID story with like, believe it or not, COVID lockdown was actually probably the thing that turned me and Alex's life around, if I'm being honest. My mental health was bad. And I didn't realize it was because I was still doing orchestras and working in schools. Schools weren't in session anymore, and orchestras didn't perform live, and that was when I decided to commit fully to art. And that year off gave me the chance to build my first portfolio that got me a job, which then allowed Alex to get his current job. Like, I don't know, it was like this like waterfall effect of things that happened that allow me and Alex to change our lives so completely that would not have happened without a COVID lockdown. So for me, COVID lockdown was like an amazing time. And it was really weird to feel that way when the rest of the world was like, my life is a mess. My parents are dying. Like, what are we going to do? And I would just be like, having a great day working on my portfolio. And then all evening I read a book. My social anxiety has never felt any better. And like, I don't know, it was weird. So I understand what you mean by privileged, and maybe like not feeling like you were properly in it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really know where I'm going with that. I just like, I understand. And that's crazy that happened to line up with all that. I also missed the massive Ontario, New York power outage of 2004 because I was camping that week. Wow. Damn, Jack. These shared experiences are hard and sometimes life-threatening, but there were moments where we were all together and I felt like I missed it. Yeah, okay, so you were getting the FOMO with that. I get it. I would also feel the FOMO. Andy Weir's next book will be a science-based thriller involving AI. The no official title or release date has been announced yet. How apt! I trust Andy Weir is going to do a great job with it, especially after reading most of Hail Mary. I fucking bet he's going to go into the same shit I'm saying. With like, it's like the nuclear arms race. It's going to be like HAL 9000, but fucking worse. That's what it's going to be. I know it. I should write a book. I should write this book. Do you guys actually actively post on social media? I don't mean like streamer content creator stuff. I mean like post everyday life stuff on social media. No, I don't. I'm trying to now. Actually, I am getting back, not to plug myself, but if anyone's interested, I am next week when I post my TikToks and stuff, I am going to post all of my social media because I am starting to post more day-to-day story stuff on my Instagram, because I kind of treat my main Instagram account like I post art there, but on my stories I'm starting to post stuff that like I do day to day, or like, you know, pictures of Percy or us like on our hikes or something, you know, stuff like that. So I'm trying to do a bit more, but not too much. I haven't accepted a friend request on Facebook in like 5 years or so. I still get friend requests to this day of people that I haven't talked to in like 15 years or more. Wow. Mostly not. I post music sharing to my Instagram story, and I haven't posted anything personal in years. I still use Twitter, but only tweet like once a month or less. Don't have Facebook. I don't post on TikTok. I also don't really... I have a Facebook account, mostly so that if I need to use Facebook Marketplace, I can. But I think I deactivated it. Maybe I had to reactivate it for Facebook Marketplace, actually. But no, Facebook's been sitting dead for like 10 years. It's gone. It's a goner. Then it turns out he fed the prompt to AI. No, write it in Andy Weir's style. No, Edla. We can't. We can't do this. We shan't. Same, I rarely use social media too. Instagram is probably the one I'd post on. The last post was the Comic Con I went to, oh yeah, the horror one. And before that, it was my Disney trip from November. Yeah, it used to be such a nice way to like keep people informed in your life, and now it just feels so much showier and almost artificial in the way that you have to like present your life as this like perfect thing. I mean, I guess it was kind of like that before, but it was still like, hey, I'm going to keep my family and friends updated on what's going on in my life. And now it's less that. No, I chat with my family over the phone or messages, sometimes updating friends on a chat about something. I'm actually trying to call people in my family more. I'm really making a conscious effort to like, I'm going to call my grandmother. I'm going to call my aunt every couple weeks. We're just gonna chit chat. I thrived in the COVID lockdown, minus when family got sick. That was def scary. Yeah, and like oh, Phil, I get that. I'm so thankful I didn't have to watch anyone that I knew personally get sick. Actually, okay, Alex kind of did. I didn't know her, but Alex at the time was a middle school band director, and there was a teacher at his school that he taught at that he knew that ended up dying from COVID. Like, she had to go to the hospital, was put on a ventilator, ended up not being able to come out of it, and passed. And that really fucked with him, like, a lot. That actually led to him, I think, kind of like discovering how bad his anxiety was and like wanting to kind of like change more of his life than he thought. Like I said, it was a huge time of change for us, changing careers and so much more. But yeah. I've never been as healthy as during COVID. I did not get a single cold for like 2 years. Me too, Edla. Me too. And whenever I catch colds, they get really bad. I wonder why our mindsets changed. Maybe because posting to social media became more of like a skill and a job. I think that's why. I think it became more about like a side hustle, making money. It is a skill. It's all about kind of like curating your life and presenting it rather than just keeping people updated. I think that's why I stopped. I suddenly felt expectations about the quality, yes, and the usefulness of posting. I completely agree. I come from the Facebook MySpace era. Yes, where we posted 60 blurry photos from the party last night. We used to not care about all that we shared as long as we were sharing. Yep. Have you guys seen the I saw it on Reels. Yeah, call me boomer, whatever. It was on Reels. It was like remember when we used to hang out in 2008 just so we could take pictures with each other? And it's like the cringe, like the emo hair going like that's good times, man. Good times. I find myself too boring to post. Where if I'm actually doing something, then I'm too busy living in the moment. Disney, I do that too. I try when I'm out and about and I'm with other people, I actually try not to have my phone on me. When you guys were talking earlier about how Phil, you never have your phone on you, I can pretty easily leave the house and not have my phone. And if anything, it feels freeing. I like those times better. It's good shit. MySpace is the reason Phil and I are even married now. I love it. Fucking love it. Did you guys meet on MySpace? Or did you guys talk on MySpace? How did that happen? Wild night out, 689 photos. Like my life events don't feel worth it. And I do make a conscious effort to not be so busy documenting my experiences that I miss the experience. I do the same thing. I love, especially now that I have this new camera, I do try to document experience when I'm out. Because I will say it has been very fun too. The first half of the year when I was doing a lot better with vlogging content, it was so fun to record what was going on in my life. Because even just now from July, it's crazy to watch footage from January or February, or even just little bits of footage from like years ago that I do kind of want to keep up some kind of documentation. But I also kind of treat, maybe this makes it a bit different. I also do kind of treat it like an art project in a way. So it's more about like the vision and me kind of like capturing the feel of the moment rather than just like, I'm going to post this for people to see. And then I do try to like just put the camera up and enjoy it. Story time. The constant tagging. Yep. I hate so much what the internet is nowadays. Your options for finding peer-reviewed information and experience are to sign up to a closed platform. Yes, or to read a forum like from 2007. Yes. And then the out-of-date information isn't always what you need. I get that. I feel like the internet has turned into like 5 main websites. It's like search engines, and then you have like your social media sites and like Reddit. It's very difficult to find stuff. Waking up to 50 tags on your friend's new album. It's a huge problem for sure. If you find a peer review article for free, you don't trust it. Yeah, gotta be a scam or an alt-right website. Yeah. I also hate that Google now has an AI overview first. I know. Dim, actually, even DuckDuckGo has some AI trash thing now. No, it doesn't. Idla, I was just gonna go to DuckDuckGo. I was literally just gonna say, have you heard of DuckDuckGo? Because Alex switched to it, and apparently he said it brings up an AI thing, but it says, would you like to fully disable AI? And he said he could. I don't know if that's changed. That was like 2 weeks ago. God, I hope not. God, I hope not. I had a friend we both went to middle school with. We were close friends at the time. And one day when we were talking, she told Disney he's always had a crush on me. So I reconnected with Disney off of that. Wait, not gonna lie, Phil, Disney, Alex and I kind of met the same way. A little bit. Or like we started dating the same way. I was too much. Well, no. I was going to say I was too much of a chicken. I wasn't. There were reasons I didn't tell Alex. A mutual friend of Alex and I told Alex. She was like, I'm just going to tell him. I'm just going to tell him that you like him. And I'm going to see where it goes. And I was like, Danielle, don't you fucking dare. And she did it anyway. And she texted me back like, I told him, you're in for a surprise. And sent me like a winky face. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Turns out he liked me too. And then we started dating. Fucking Danielle, I know, but she did it all. She's the reason. She's She's the reason I'm here today. Me too, and I hate that I can't skip it. Oh, I can't help but read it. It's hard to consciously skip by the answer. Jack, I do the same thing. Slide straight into Disney's DMs like, hey. Cute, I love that. I was kind of hoping you'd found each other through emo band posting, but this is still good. I thought the same! Now, we met in 6th grade at a fine arts academy. I bullied her. I actually did hear about this. Can't believe it. Don't boys do that when they like girls, though, at a young age? They, like, pull their pigtails and shit. The birthday gift I've given was when 2 friends have had the same birthday and did a co-party. I gave both of them a disposable camera. We took pictures all through the party and they split them after. Both still have them to this day on their walls. Any digital ones would have been lost to the depths of phone memory cards. Oh, that's such a good... I love that present. Alex and I went on a date. This was one of our first major dates. We were like, I think I was a junior in high school. I think he was a senior. But we went to Disney by ourselves, which was a big deal. Normally Disney, especially with how expensive it was like a family outing and like the whole family went. But we went on a date in high school, just the 2 of us, all day, Epcot. We were like, let's do this. And to make the day really special was we each bought a disposable camera. And throughout the day, we would take pictures of stuff or each other or just stupid things we were doing. And to this day, we still have not gotten the film developed. And I think one day, like in the distant future, I'm going to do it and just see what the fuck, what kind of pictures we took. Then we went to different schools in 8th grade. Oh, wow. Look at y'all now. I have a photo printer. I print some photos periodically. I just need to be better with putting them in albums. Yeah, that too. I do tend to let my photos kind of like pile up. It's pretty bad. Common Danielle W. Let's go. You can, but every time you delete cookies, it comes back, I think. Oh, at least I've seen it more than once. All right. I love stories of people meeting. That even happened on Valentine's Day. It was actually quite a sad sight. I remember, gang, do you remember Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood? It aired first episode on Cartoon Network on Valentine's Day. And I remember because I was a sad girl that had a hopeless crush on Alex. And I sat in my bed and I ate a tub of ice cream. And I said, I'm not going to think about this. I'm going to watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood with my bowl of ice cream. Granted, I was a freshman in high school, so it's a little less sad than it sounds. Okay, I wasn't like an adult sitting in her own apartment. Okay, I was like 14, 13, whatever. But I was definitely just watching anime with my ice cream, like sad, being like, at least I have my favorite anime. And then that's when I got the text from Danielle. She's like, how are you doing tonight? She's like, I'm just going to tell him. I'm just going to tell him for you. This is ridiculous. And then it ended up being great. And then he texted me after on Valentine's Day. We also took photos, printed them, made them a goodbye album to a flatmate. Oh, who went back home? My photo was that I was in the lap of a mutual friend holding a teddy while he fed me a beer from the bottle like a baby, wearing a small Finnish flag bib. Amazing. Funny story, that friend was my best friend who had the same name as me. Really? Wow. Can you please not live in the other side of the country so we could hang out for fuck's sake? That's crazy. That's true. I wonder if any of us would ever move like in the same area as another person in the community. That's funny to think about. It's a good choice. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is great. It is great. It is a great show. The 2003 anime also holds a dear spot in my heart. I love both of them. Yeah, it's the curse of living in the glorious wild north. But I'll get the photo from the memory banks and censor my friend. I can put it into Discord. Yeah, let's do it. Well, gang, with that, I've finally reached the bottom of the chat. After 2 hours of spelunking to the bottom, she's done it. Like DK getting to the planet core. She's made it.
2 hours later.
Literally though. So here's what we're gonna do. I was gonna play Date Everything today. I don't think I have time for that. So we're gonna go to embarrassment hour, and just keep chit chatting and shoot the shit and just to have this on. Should I have done that earlier? Maybe. I don't know. I've had fun. I hope you've enjoyed it. Happy Saturday. Wait, I can do this. Y'all told me how hard this was. I'm gonna nail this. I'm gonna nail this first try. You can pin, you can tack something. You can nail it. You can. I'm onto it. Dawn, Brad, Leo are names. Shit. It could be Spike. I'm stuck between Dawn and Spike. I'm gonna try both. Fuck. I'm gonna try. Tap? Shit. I don't know. We can just hang out. Oh yeah, we're hanging. This is gonna be a very like probably a short embarrassment hour. We're just gonna hang. I like hanging. I'm glad you guys like hanging. I need to make a call, but hopefully I can catch the tail end of stream. No problem, Idla. No problem at all. I just found out crazy news today. My stepdad. Oh wait, shit. My stepdad's mother passed away this morning. Sad news in the sense that someone passed away and people are sad. She was not a good person, so I'm not sad about it. It's just a crazy thing. Wow. Well, okay, I'm glad you're not feeling like the like the sense of grief behind it. I know what you mean though. It is wild to hear when people pass away. There's something about like the shift of just life. It's kind of jarring. Well, I hope your family's okay too. Ooh, okay. I think tack, nail, and pin definitely have to do with each other. Spring, well, rain, and tap. That's a good one. Where's well? Yeah. Let me just double check. I think that's it. That's gotta be it, right? Well done. Well done, Sting. To my Irish friend on his birthday, I gave a framed photo of me naked holding a printed picture of me and him together in front of my strategic parts. With pictures of his face cut out and taped on the nips. Wow, Rick, that is like a ballsy gift. Holy shit. Now he's getting married to the girl I have the disposable camera to. Part of my gift to the to-be bride is that she gets to burn that photo. That's amazing. That's amazing. Am I crazy that Brad is a kind of fastener? No, like a Brad nailer. Don't take the risk on Brad being a fastener, but no. A Brad nailer is a thing I have used many times to renovate the house. I don't know if the nail is called a Brad, but there's like, I think there's finishing nails and there's Brad nails. So maybe you would just call it like a Brad short. I'm going to try it. And they are also, hear me out. They are also very small. They're thin nails. Or sorry, did I say polishing nails? I meant finishing nails. That's different. But they're used to just like literally tack on finishing pieces. Jack's a genius. Jack's a genius. We did it. Hell yeah. Yeah. Okay, we got spike, punt, pass, and pin as in volleyball. Punt, spike, and... Wait, what was the other one? Oh, no, not pin. Okay, hold on. We could have something, though. Nah, she was a super horrible person and was horrible to me growing up. Oh, she's had kidney failure for a while, but I don't know if that's why she passed. I didn't ask. I'm sorry, Disney. least you don't gotta worry about it anymore. Is that rude of me? Not me angering the spirits. Come on. Give the only one I got. Spike pass. Oh, punt and snap. This is football stuff. Football terms, yep. All right, that's smart. Then what is this? Mike? Dawn. Oh, are these nicknames? These might be nicknames. Oh, the turtles! Michelangelo. I mean, they are nicknames for the turtles. I wasn't totally wrong. Well, all right. GG. That wasn't so bad. It wasn't so bad. 5-letter word. Who's got it? I was working on mic drop, pin drop, and I lost all my guesses. Oh, that sucks. I don't know where that lives in my brain, somewhere deep in the depths. I mean, you were right. It's not rude of you at all. It's the energy I come for. Maybe. Glad you don't gotta worry about it. I'm so curious if now that she passed, people are going to do that rewriting of history and making her out to be a good person. I hate when people do that. It's like people have to like venerate the dead, which don't get me wrong, like respect it for sure, but like, I don't know. I think Westerners think of the dead not always the most healthfully. I'll say that. I notice a lot of people do that when bad people pass. Yep. I would say rap, but it's Raph, though. Is it Rafe or Raph? I know it's Raphael. Y'all are more clever than I am. I don't think I would have gotten that by myself. Bored. Okay, I got you. Bored it is. This ad banner size is egregious. We got that pie hole to block it, baby. Bored it is. Oh. 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 Maybe it's this? Maybe it's this? About... I got it. I got it. Fuck. Alright, that wasn't good. That wasn't good. Call him Raph as the start of Raphael. Is it obvious that I've never watched the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Know a lot about it. My cousin's absolutely obsessed with them since the early 90s. I missed the boat. I missed the boat for the Turtles. Yeah, I had to tell my stepdad I have no interest in attending her funeral stuff unless he needs me to be there, like for moral support. Wow, that's good that you'd even do that though. That's good. But yeah. What can we do here? What can we do? We can do maybe something like this, or whoops. Damn. I have to go lie down a bit. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for being here, Dim. I hope you feel better soon. I will see you around. They've always got to ensure the word in the cell is an actual word, so that's why they would have went with rap. Yeah, instead of rap. Very true. Also, there was definitely a 3-letter theme for that category. Fjord? Honestly? Would they do that? Fuck, that would have been good. That would have been a good one. Could it be... Oh, wait, hear me out. Is there a word like this? I was about to give the Scandinavians so much shit if I was right. She was ready. Yeah, I didn't give their nicknames. Yeah, just the start of their names for sure. I got this on my second guess just to drive by flex my Wordle skills. Fuck. I mean, I don't even feel like we're doing bad. I don't even feel like we're doing bad. What's gonna go before the O? That's what's getting me. Could it be like... That's not a word. You know what I mean? Anything that can go like this. My first guess was spank. That actually still doesn't help me. Like at all. Oh! Never mind, it did. Alright. Alright, we got it. We got it. I was hoping NIT got rowdy today. We got it. We got it. We got it. Alright, let's do the mini. Let's do the mini today. We have to get a little crossword in today. God. I'm on the wrong side. Okay. See-through. That be clear? I don't know why I did that. Okay. Here. See-through. Clear. Anybody home? Hello? Winged horse of Greek myth, Pegasus. Salamander known for its regenerative abilities and adorable appearance. They wouldn't pick skinks, would they? Okay. Skink's all I know. Oh, is it glass? Oh. See-through. Well, hold on. What's this one? Party snack made with my favorite. It is clear. It's Chex Mix, baby. It is. Today proves once again that if you ever want to do a just yapping stream, it's definitely a go. I love doing them every once in a while. I try to read the room. Like if I pass through the chatting section quicker on a day stream, it's mostly because chat isn't as chatty. But if you guys are up for it and you're in the mood to talk about shit, I'm obviously here for it. Okay, hold up. Oh wait, I see Slay. I might have missed that. Which one did we think was Slay? Or was that me? A compliment. Yapping streams are my fave. Yay. Yeah, like I said, I'm always down to yap more. I try to read the room. If anyone's ever curious about when I do that and when I don't. I don't know how to spell 9A. I don't know either. Probably starts with an E, right? Messages is SMS, right? Which one? Oh, here we go. This one. Yeah, that's gotta be SMS. Okay, we'll come back. We'll come back to the salamander one. Birthplace of Bossa Nova. Oh, it's in fuck, it's in South America, isn't it? I should know this. I used to play bossa. I learned this in world music history. Fuck. You know what it is, Colonel Mustard? That's alright. If you gotta look up the spelling, you can. Also, maybe we can get it later. Slay was before we started. I'm just lost then. Sorry. Throw it out there, Colonel. We can figure it out the spelling after. Oh, that's true too. Rio's not a bad guess. It is somewhere in South America. I know that for a fact. 12A, even score is a tie. That's a good one. You're a bit on top of the clues? I know I am. I'm going to move it once we get to the other ones. Metroid cons? Oh, here. I'll switch it now. I'll switch it. There. Insect scene in Dolly's The Persistence of Memory. Axolotl is a salamander? No, it's not. Metroid console? High 8 toes? Where do you see Metroid console? Wait. Okay. Axolotl. No, fuck, that's not how you spell it. Gang, how do you spell it? Oh, okay. It's literally like the word lot and then ol. Okay! That's good. Insect scene. I don't know about the insect. Water lizard. Yeah, thanks, Sting. That was hard for me to see at first. An ant? Okay. Oh, Metroid console for short. I see that now at 15. What did the Metroid console come out on? The Super Nintendo? The NES? Is it the NES? I don't know. And then this one, the directory. They always look so happy. Little water lizards. They do. Directory abbreviation. Is it just going to be like X's? Okay. Let's go ahead and see the other ones. Party snack. Okay, we know that's Chex Mix. Gift with many interlocking pieces. Lego set. Okay, I guess that was it. So what is it? Like exterior? All right, GG, we did it. We did it. Who's ready for... We'll do movie doll. I'm going to mute the music. Actually, we don't need to mute the music for this. Extension, that's true. I was thinking extension, maybe exterior, I guess. We didn't win. Let's do this. Let's watch the first movie. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. That was really dark. I'm just gonna throw Tenet out there. Tenet. What's it called? Toy Story. All right. In Pursuit of Happiness. I feel like I would have seen more Will Smith, but maybe you're right. Here's 2 seconds. Ready? Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Oh shit, Will Smith was in there. I think I saw the guy from Black Panther. No, I think I did see Will Smith. Fuck, what do we do? I know it, I've seen it. I saw someone with a gun. So not Pursuit. I feel like, I remember I saw Pursuit of Happiness in middle school. I feel like it wasn't as dark as this film. Like actually like low lighting. It's a low lighting film that Will Smith has been in. 21 Bridges? Alright, it's there. Let's do it. Never even heard of this. Oh, it is. Oh, rest in peace. Oh, rest in peace. Pursuit of Happiness has a lot of offices. Rest in peace, T'Challa. Man. All right. Nice job. I know, Boseman. I love him. Chaz Boseman was too good for this world, man. We got Housel. We're gonna do 2 more. We got Housel. Smooch isn't here to help us. Hey, a North Carolina house. All right. The theme is Serene Saturdays, and it is in North Carolina. Let's give it the old zoom. This looks like a house straight out of Cary. Straight out of Cary, North Carolina. That means it's expensive. I'll tell you that. That means it's in a metro area. Okay, I saw, right, Will Smith. For shame, y'all. Wait, I said on the second time I agreed it was Will Smith. 2 milli? I don't know if it'd be 2 milli. It kind of depends on how big it is. Makes me think of American Pie. 950. I could see that. Let's guess 1 million. Let's get a clean 1 milli. I think Alex might be right. It's higher. Oh shit. Okay. It says, oh, I was right. Okay, it's in Morrisville, North Carolina, which is 12 miles to Durham, North Carolina. So if you're familiar with the triangle, Raleigh is the capital. Cary is like north of it. That's like the rich neighborhood. That's like where people with the money go in North Carolina. And Durham is not too far from that. So they got the money somewhere over here. That's bullshit. This has to be in a big city. I know Morrisville's supposed to be nice. Yeah, but it wasn't Will Smith? Oh. I thought you were saying Will Smith was also casted in the movie. Fuck. Anyways, 3 mil? 2 sinks? Oh, fuck. They do got 2 sinks. That's a U-shaped island. Honestly, I'd kind of expect more kitchen for the price. They do got the double stove thing going on. That's pretty cool. I'm peeking into this room over here, and do you guys like these pillars in a house? I gotta be honest, I'm not really a huge fan of them. Do you guys like them? Maybe they can be decorated well. They're not my thing. But is that surprising? I'm over here with like my fucking fox skulls out. I very much want to live in a cottage, so pillar in the house isn't great. U-shaped island is crazy. Maybe not in a good way. Yeah, I agree. I don't know if I like this kitchen. Like, it's obviously nice, but I don't think I would want it. Okay, should we go 3 mil? I'll try 3 mil. Okay, too high. That's good. That's good. We got a solid spot to work with. The clue is it is 6,625 square feet. That's pretty fucking big. Oh, that's a nice room. Damn, that's a nice room. This would be the library. Sometimes you do, Alex. More convenient storage under the U-shape, though. Oh, that's fair. And maybe that makes up for, like, the rest of the lack of counter space. Or not counter space, cabinet space. I wouldn't reject the house because of it. Me and my $2 million, yes. But yeah, not sure how I'd feel locked into the U-shape for food prep. Yeah, I agree. Millennial gray. Yeah, I've seen worse millennial gray. This isn't so bad. I got a pool in the back or no? Oh, you're right. I see definitely patio furniture. You're right. Lots of trees, so privacy. Even though it also looked pretty close to the road in the first picture. Right? We can go back and see. Yeah, close to the road. I'm assuming there'd be a garage along the sides, right? But we can't really see that from here. So that's kind of interesting. How about we say 2.25? Because 6,000, you're at 6,500 square feet. That's crazy. What kind of trees are those? It's hard to tell from this picture. They look like, so North Carolina, as I'm proud to say, is super biodiverse, and I love it. We have a lot of beech trees, maple trees, ash, a lot of hornbeams, a lot of oaks. It's probably just a lot of that sort of stuff. Oh, in the front, well, fuck. Over here, just okay. Let's see. These are crepe myrtles, which are used, and pine, of course. How could I forget Colonel Mustard? Absolutely. These are crepe myrtles, it looks like, which I'm actually not a huge fan of. A lot of people use them up here to decorate with. In July, they do get these really pretty pink flowers all over the place. It's like right now, it's like crepe myrtle season. Too late, we lost her. You like them? I think they're okay. They're not my favorites. I think people... Here's what it is. Alex, I like a crepe myrtle. I think people use them too much. I think they should have the one crepe myrtle over here, and then these should have been something different. Someone please spell it's crate. I think it's... Hold up, I got you. I'm actually not super sure, so we'll go to Google. Crepe myrtles. There you go. Apparently I've been saying them wrong. Right here. These bad boys. Yeah, they get these really pretty pink blooms all over them. And it's actually the season for them now. There you go. Crepe myrtle. They fit that walkway. They kind of frame it, but the rest of the yard, maybe not. Yeah, and it's completely a decorative thing. Crepe with a P? I guess so. I think I've been using it a T. Listen, I'm new to the area. We didn't have these really in Florida. Myrtle tracks for the Carolinas. Oh, that's true. Myrtle Beach. Didn't even think about that. But yeah, that's definitely the kind of tree that's in the front. I'm gonna guess this. Okay, we're pretty close to it. Let me see today's gallery. So it's Trellingwood Drive, Morrisville. Oh, Whoa, a sunroom. It's pretty. Yo, it's an air-conditioned sunroom. Okay, this I love. I didn't know it was a crepe myrtle. Funny, I own that tree. Oh, do you really? Well, now you know. Yeah. Is it blooming right now where you live, Colonel? You know, I've long planned a moss rock garden. Mowing the lawn irks me. The moss is nice to walk on. Rick, I'm slowly convincing Alex to do like a wildflower garden. Just like less lawn, more natural plants, like native plants. And he's buying into it. Oh, this is funky. So this has to be the front of the house. That little gable thing. This is like a bonus room. You need an extra million for the AC costs. That's true. No one can own the mighty crepe myrtle. Alex, buy that house for Alyssa now. I bet it doesn't even have a grease bucket. I'll get on it. Listen, he already knows what I want is a cabin in the middle of like a 20-acre lot in the mountains. So I can run away. Just be. Oh, here are more crepe myrtles. These guys. They're pretty easy to tell with the way like the trunk grows. They're very unique. Probably one of the easier trees to identify. That's a rumpus room. Alzara's here somewhere. Oh my god, a bonus room is like a rumpus room. Is rumpus just what they call it in the UK or something? I never thought about that. No longer a fan of barn doors. Do you hate the ones on your workshop, Alex? I'm genuinely curious. Agreed, I was a fan when they were trendy, but the trend is rightfully over. Kind of agree. All right, so no pool. It's not an amazing backyard. It's honestly, the backyard's kind of small. It's just this. You know? Kind of, Previous owner built something poorly? Yeah. We don't know if the shed was like half built professionally, half not. Honestly, don't know. Sounds like the story of your life these days. Yeah, it is. It is. Welcome. Welcome to our lives. So you gotta pair up the options. It's either goats to eat the grass or wildflower gardens. Why not both? I want goats. Alex has said I can get chickens. And I said he can get a donkey. If he gets a donkey, that means I get a cow. Or maybe a goat. They just stay open forever and they don't lock great. Yeah, the ones we have on our workshop, if they like to stay closed. And then if you open one, it just slowly drifts back into place. All the time. It doesn't stay open. I want a donkey so bad. Alex, what if I told you could get a donkey? We even get a tax break. If we have 2 livestock animals, we get a tax break on our property. Did you guys know that? It's a thing at least in North Carolina. I don't know if it's in the States. If you have 2 livestock animals, you can qualify your property as farmland and you get a property tax break. So there you go. What about a mini donkey? Even easier. That's less food, Alex. Less food and they stay like cute little babies forever. Previous owner built 2 farm doors very, very poorly. Makes it even worse. Yeah. They were definitely like the couple, not to shit on them too hard, but I already have, so who cares? They were really into trends and did the house as if they just discovered 2016 HGTV. That's how the house was done. Wait, are those the trees that peel? I hate them. I don't know. I've never seen a peeling tree. What do you mean by peel? What do you mean by peel? Half the upkeep, double the cuteness. Amen. And a mini cow for Alyssa. Yeah. Or little piggies. I also like pigs. I just love animals. One of our neighbors have a goat and I can hear him bleeding from time to time. I love that. Every time I heard the goat bleat, I would just like cry. Tears of joy. Sometimes I resent having 2 cats, so the livestock is a big pass for me. I feel that. I feel like I would need to start with chickens so that I know I'm not in over my head. You know? I understand it's a responsibility. It's not just like, oh, cute animals. All right, guys. The last thing we have is guess the game. It looks like a Game Boy game. Peak Property Brothers. They definitely found Property Brothers 10 years later and did the whole house like that. And poorly, might I add. That's another thing. The guy who did it as a hobby just did not know what he was doing. It's bad. We did paddleboarding with goats out east. Wow, do they stay on the paddleboard? That's fun. Imagine how bamboozled roosters are in Finland. They crow at sunup, but the sun never sets in the summer. And then in the winter, they're like, where's the light? What do we do? So many damn chickens and roosters around us and get annoying. Disney, would you guys say, like, do you live out in more like countryside? Are you in a suburb? Are you guys like in a city? I'm just curious. Texas is an enigma to me. I bet the goats stay better on the paddle boards than humans. Honestly, probably. They are crazy. You guys are in the city and you still have a lot of chickens? Wow. Yeah, they hop right on and weave around between your legs trying to throw you off balance. I love goats. Goats are too good for this world. Just animals. I have no idea what this is. I don't know. Just guessing. Oh, that's not it at all. Is this like a weird Animal Crossing thing? No, it's not. I don't know what this is. Guys, I'm going to be honest. I have no clue. If y'all don't know, then we'll just skip it. I've never seen this game in my life. There's also goat yoga, mostly in California. Because, I mean, yeah. I have heard of goat yoga. No clue. Maybe we just skip then. It looks old school. I agree. This looks like a Game Boy Advance game, even. Or like an older console game. Looks like a modern game imitating an old one. Oh, that's true. Could be that. We live in a major city, but where we live is like the poor side, not like the ghetto. Or maybe it is. I don't know, but it's normal for these types of neighbors to have and people to have livestock. Wow. Okay. Interesting. That's cool. Def the Ghetto. Harvest Moon. That's as good of a guess as I got. Okay. DS cute. You know what? Let's try it. Shit. The hell is that? The hell is that? It's for PC Switch. Xbox One, X Series. Okay, okay. Look at this guy. He's just got his tongue out. He's blooping, man. Playing Guess the Video Game like this teaches me that I don't really know a lot about video games. A tough reality hit. I know it's tough. When you know it in your bones. And if you don't know it, there's no... It's the same with the movie game, which is why Movie Duel is hit or miss for me, and I need your help with it. If you know the film, it's a really fun game. If you know the game, it's fun. If you don't, you're just like lost. Which is why Wordle is so good. Harvest Moon is more top down. Oh. Probably the ghetto, but like I don't feel unsafe taking my trash out. Rocking that afro. I have no idea what this game is. Let's get another hint. It's a role-playing game? For the Switch, PC, and Xbox. What? I don't know. Anybody? 2023. These look like cute little guys. Look at this hat. Look at your bow. Wow. I think Sting has nailed it so far. New game, OBS, made to look old. They're nailing it. And we don't know what the fuck's going on. Gym leader? Is this like a Pokemon? It's like a Pokemon. We need a wow sound redeem. Oh, Alex needed me to put on the hua? Hua? Cassette Beasts? So it's music Pokemon. Alyssa, this site has a guess the movie? Is it better than Movie Duel? Which is better? And you've never used it? I don't know. Phil told me about this one a while ago. I only use it for the game. I only use it for the... Uh-oh. That was a bad one. All right, who did that? Rick? GG. That was good. Well, gang, with that, I'm sorry we didn't get to date everything today. That was kind of my plan, is to play that once or twice more on the weekends. Sorry, we yapping. Next week, I will be getting back to In Sound Mind. I think I'm going to play that Tuesday and Thursday. I'm going to hope to get it done around Thursday. But yeah, we'll be doing In Sound Mind again. So if you didn't see that Thursday, I recommend watching the VOD. It's a blast of a game. Chat, I know, but I like yapping, and you guys do too, apparently. What was it? I went to the bathroom. It was a game called Cassette Beasts, apparently. It was a lot like a Pokemon-inspired game. Yapping, how dare. Bye, Phil. Yeah. So yeah, In Sound Mind. I'm going to try to do 1 or 2 more date everythings on the weekend just because I'm having fun with that, and it's nice and chill. Mod applications closed today. I will get that announcement to you sometime this weekend, and I need you all to know I love you all very dearly. Like, actually, as I said earlier, I do love this little corner of the internet we've made. It's very cozy to me, and I hope it is to you too. I'm only picking one mod, and everyone that's applied is someone that I trust to do the job, and just I'm gonna do my best. Okay? Next Saturday, Alex will do his tier list stream. That will be put on the Discord so that people have that written down. We're all mature and reasonable. It'll be okay. I just need you all to know that. But thank you, Jack. Yeah, Alex will do his tier list stream next Saturday, so that'll be going on. I think that's all I got. Join the book club for Amina. Amina's been great. At least you know who to pick if you ever need more mods. That's very true, because that, I'm sure, will come one day in the future. Who's the favorite child? Shut up, Rick. Stop it. No. Like, I'm saying this now. If it's Jack, I quit. Oh. We're all mature here. Yeah, I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your weekend. Do something fun. Enjoy yourselves. Have some time off. And I hope to see you Tuesday with more scary psychological horror. Ooh. I'll see you around. Thank you guys for being here. Bye. See ya.